So if you haven't guessed, this video is about to get weird. Just a quick update. The last time that we spoke, I was just south of the U.S. Army Proving Grounds, enjoying the soothing sounds of trains as well as artillery shells during the daytime. From there, we went to the American Girl Mine for a potluck where we celebrated Robert's 50th birthday. Our new friend Sean had cooked a cake in the shape of a van. Then we traveled over to Plumosa BLM just outside of Quartzsite, Arizona. It's here that Kenny showed up, Tracy showed up, and the lovely Miss Hazel joined us as well. Tracy teaches Stanley how to paint poppies. We enjoy a fire with new friends. We grab a bottle of vodka, pass it around, and blow it into the fire, make an explosion, and yeah, more vodka and more fire. And somewhere in all of that stuff, Stanley and I had managed to make it to Mexico, which is where we saw this on our way. It was overall a pretty typical week. Hey everybody, welcome to Tim Untethered. I am Tim, and yeah, I am untethered. Now that we are all completely caught up, I've got a few things to talk about in this video. Kind of weird subject matter, I know, and to get through it, I have to stay focused. So here we go. So, HellTV. This is not what you think that it is, probably. Here a while back, Tracy and I were talking about this reunion that we were having between Kenny and Stanley and herself and I. You might recall that we were all volunteers at the Van Build Fest, and we were on Solar Team 4, all right? That's important, Solar Team 4. The only person that couldn't make it to this sort of reunion of ours is Bill. Hey, Bill. But we thought that it was worthy of something special as to commemorate this getting together yet again. So we had this idea for a flag, and we were talking about, do we call it Solar Team 4? We talked about Sol 4, and we talked about Helios 4. We decided in the long run to do Helios 4. So Tracy ordered a blank flag and painted this really cool emblem on it that said Helios, and the O was the sun, and the 4 was a Roman numeral. And we thought this was great. I bought a flagpole. It's actually hanging up above my van at this very moment. But we didn't realize a couple of people have come up to me going, "What is HellTV?" So yeah, apparently when this thing is up, it's not obvious to everybody that the sun is the O. The S at the end sort of flaps in the breeze, and it sort of looks like hell. And the IV looks like TV. So more than one individual has approached me asking, what is HellTV? So that's it. So if you're looking for me at Plumosa or pretty much anywhere for the time being, and you see a HellTV flag, it means Helios 4 in celebration of Solar Team 4 from the Van Build Fest. I am not promoting HellTV. So my first tattoo. Yeah, look, I'm 55 years old and I've never had a tattoo. I could never, nothing against it, I could just never really formulate what it was that I wanted on me for the rest of my life. But I thought that it would be cool to do something, especially considering this journey that I'm on and to commemorate this journey. So I thought that would be interesting. Furthermore, I thought it would be interesting that, currently right now I'm about 140 subscribers away from 1,000. And I thought it would be cool that if I could get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of January, that I would get a tattoo. Now, I would leave it to you guys to do it, but in the spirit of Boaty McBoatface, my fear would be that if I left it to you, I would end up with a Vanny McVanface tramp stamp or something. So I thought that I would probably play it safe and just go with maybe like a compass or something like that. So if you want to help me towards that goal of 1,000 by the end of the month, yeah, please share the channel as much as you would like to. Otherwise, just sort of stay tuned, and with any kind of luck, I will have my first tattoo here shortly. So last but not least, the hero of the zombie apocalypse. Yeah, this is not clickbait at all. In order for me to explain it, I got to sort of take a circuitous route, so bear with me. A few videos back, I did a Dweller Talk interview with Badge, and you might have noticed in that video that there were a couple of production elements that were unique to that video, things that I had to create specifically for that interview. And one of them, and most notably, probably, was the jingle that I wrote and hired somebody to produce. Now, believe it or not, it doesn't cost that much money, but I wanted to be able to do more of those types of things for future videos. Another example is that I just enlisted in another music licensing platform to sort of enhance my options with these productions. So the idea is to sort of set aside a small fund. Sorry for the motorcycles going by. To set aside a small fund that I could pull from in order to enhance future video productions. So what I thought I would do is, you know, I've got a few digital products on a platform called Fiverr.com. That's Fiverr.com. That's actually what I'm going to be talking about at the on the 23rd at the RTR. So a while back I used to do spokesperson videos, and I think I did like 2,200 different spokesperson videos over a few years. But before I left, I created these production templates. And so imagine a 90-second-ish video that is pre-produced, right? And the only thing that changes in those videos are two elements, a photograph and a text element of a name, right? So the hero of the zombie apocalypse video is a short format video where I am the newscaster, Stone Handsome, I think. And in that video, we celebrate finding the zombie apocalypse hero. And this, of course, is a person that has saved us from the zombie apocalypse. And you give me the photo, and you give me the name, and I incorporate it into this silly little video. And I give you something interesting and personalized. Now, I've got a number of other videos like that, too. One is, again, a newscast type video. And in this particular one, it celebrates is probably the wrong word, but it's for the world's worst video gamer. So if you have a friend or family member and you want to poke fun at them for how they play video games, you might want to consider this. Use it on Facebook or YouTube or whatever you want to do. But it's essentially me acting as a newscaster. I think the name was Richard Bagel, aka Dick Bagel. And yeah, and then we have a cameo by a guy by the name of VoiceOver Pete. Now, VoiceOver Pete is a friend of mine, a colleague of mine from when I used to do these spokesperson videos. He is also a really big meme, has created many memes in the video game industry. So if you are a seasoned video gamer, then you probably already know of VoiceOver Pete. Now, aside from that, there are a few other more game show oriented ones. Again, these are all about 90 seconds-ish. There is the world's best mom, the world's best dad, the world's best grandma, the world's best grandpa, and the world's most adorable baby. So probably the most popular so far has been the world's best mom, usually around Mother's Day. And essentially what it is we narrow all the candidates down to 4, right? And of course that picture and the text item are for your mom, or whatever. And we narrow it down to her, and she is the world's best mom. So that's how this works. Now, each one of these is between like $5 and $10. They're pretty cheap. I edit them myself. I deliver them myself, so there's no other service involved. It's all me. I created everything. I licensed everything appropriately, and it is available should you find interest in them, should you find value. So I will put the link up in a lower third element. I'll put the description down below. Again, if you find value in them and you order from me, I will make sure that those funds go into our little production budget, which I can then incorporate into future YouTube videos on this channel. So again, no charity, way too early to talk about Patreon or anything like that. I just thought that I could introduce an honest-to-gosh product that some people might find value in, and then just let you know that I'll earmark those funds for sort of rolling over into this creative venture on the channel Tim Untethered. So that is it. So up next, the usual time lapse. We'll see you later. Bye now.